to thank you for joining us on this edition of Polk Place. I'm Brian Lacey, and a first-timer into the studio. Got a chance to see some of their work on the local media and invited them in. And I want to introduce you to Addicted to God's Ministry. He is Lazaro Castellon, founder and pastor of Addicted to God's Ministry. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, and it's good to be here. It's an honor to be here.
Well, I want to talk a little bit about the nonprofit itself. As we were talking before, you know, you had a vision. It's like anything else, whether it's a nonprofit or it's a person going out to start a business. They have a vision, but then all of a sudden, where the rubber meets the road, maybe that vision changes. So talk to me a little bit prior to starting a nonprofit, and then lead in a little bit as to what you do now. What were you originally trying to do?
Well, it started off with my life's journey, where I was, and through all the dark places I've been through. Once I finally found inner peace and freedom, it was in my heart to help others. Like, it's something I've always been called to do. I wanted to do something different, do a sober living house, and try to find a way where I can help people and make profit at the same time. And the Spirit just told me inside, he said, absolutely not. You're going to do this, and it's going to be free of charge to everybody. And I will provide the whole way through. And it's been over a year, and I'm here to witness that he has provided the whole way through. It's been amazing.
Well, as you went down this road and you recognized the recovery route is a bumpy one, not only for the individuals going through recovery, but the families. Talk about the importance of having a nonprofit like yours to help not only the individual in recovery, but also the family members.
Because what happens in society and in the world today is that people are charging a lot of money for these treatment centers. You gotta have insurance, you gotta have a way to pay, and somebody's life has no price on it. It should be absolutely coming from the heart. And these places and these locations, they're great. You know, they do help people, the ones that want to put in the work. But what about the ones that can't afford insurance? What about the ones that can't afford a penny to be able to get the change that they want and the change that they deserve? Because there are millions of people out there looking for that and have been left to the side just because there isn't a location for them.
Pastor Laz, talk about, I mean, for here in Central Florida, there isn't all that much, and you recognizing the need. Talk a little bit about that.
So the greatest thing about it is that what I've been guided to do is something that's just a blueprint. It's in the works of growing. Because if I could do it in this house, we all can do it, you know. We can grow. There's another ranch coming up. It's in the works. And I'm very, very grateful to be able to talk about that one day sooner, maybe in another interview. Yeah. But as far as right now, what happens is that it's a recovery home, and the Spirit guides the people to the house. Recovery is not only about addiction, alcohol. It can be behavior. It could be manipulation. It could be people pleasing. There's a lot of things that people can be addicted to that can make their life unmanageable. So they come to the house, and not only do they find recovery and love, but we also do food ministry, where God provides this abundance of food, and we take to all over Central Florida, to communities in need, low-income families, everywhere that we're able to go, but they're involved. So they see the impact on other people's faces, and it gives them a new purpose in life, a new identity. And then once they free themselves and they're clean, now they go and they share their testimonies to youth groups, youth centers, adult places, and they're able to not only transform, but be the person that helps to transform others. It's about duplicating myself into others, because recovery is about us, but it's not only about us, it's about what we can do to impact the others around us.
You had mentioned that's to become a little bit later, but the recovery grew into the food ministry. Let's talk a little bit about that. Logistically, what does it take? I mean, there obviously you've got to have great partners that help you with this, and how can folks get involved to help you get the help to those that need it?
Now, this is the miracle that I'm going to talk about 2025. With a broken down truck and a homemade trailer, we fed over 500,000 families. No resources, no income, no sponsors, and no support. No warehouse or nothing. And this year, we're looking to find a warehouse, to find a box truck, so we can grow those numbers. Because with the help of the community, with sponsors, with support, we can triple those numbers from 500,000 families to 1.5 million families easily. Why? Because we have the people at work. We have the volunteers at work. We have the people in recovery that want to do this. They don't only just come to get clean, they love what we do. You know, and it's the transformation in the program and in the house is a miracle. It's a miracle house, and there's going to be many of them. There will be many of them, not only throughout the state, but nationwide.
Now, aside from the food ministries, what are some of the other things that you do within?
So we also, once they recover and they know how to heal, and they do heal through forgiveness, they become a walking testimonies to others. We're involved to going to locations like George Jenkins Youth Center over in Bartow. We speak to the youth there. We come and talk to them about real life and about love and about forgiveness. We go to centers like Tablet House Ministries, Lighthouse Ministries, everywhere and anywhere that we can go to bring the word, bring the gospel, but also bring our true testimonies, because seeing somebody that's been in dark places and made it out can give other people hope.
From your background, you said that you know, you've gone down, you've traveled this path, and it was your guidance that said that it's going to be free for the people. Talk a little bit about your commitment, not only to the nonprofit, but to those that you're opening your doors to or you're going and seeing out in the community.
My commitment has been basically I sacrificed my life. And to be honest, I'm alive because of him, so for him I live today. And all my time, all my effort goes into the ministry, into helping out those that need it. I do have a family. I do visit my family on weekends when I do get an opportunity to spend time with my son, but I become an example to them. You know, and like I said, if I'm alive because he gave me an opportunity to be alive, it's to sacrifice myself for them. I've worked over a year and a half with no income, no nothing. God has provided the whole way through.
Obviously, this nonprofit, there's a need for it within the community, and there are chances for folks to help you one way or the other. Talk about some of the things that you could use if the community is willing to help.
Well, what we can use, we're looking for a warehouse to be able to have a distribution center, because I've been working out of my home and still been able to provide food for all those people. We pick up food 5 times a week, and having a location, I'll be able to get an abundance of more food, you know, from FDA and just different organizations. And adding all this food will increase significantly, not only to feeding families that need it, but also bringing love and hope to them, to showing them that there is people that love and care.
Pastor Laz, we got about a minute left. The messages of hope, healing, and love inspire folks to come to you to find their way back to the path, come to you to help further your nonprofit, and inspire those to both help and come to you for help.
So it's not only about helping the ministry, because anybody that partners with us becomes a part in saving lives one day at a time. Because it's what I do, it's what we focus on, it's what I've been called to do, and giving an opportunity to be able to be a part of this is amazing, and it's a blessing. And I can just encourage anybody just to pray on it and ask what God wants you to do with it.
Well, listen, it's been a pleasure meeting you. I thank you for coming in and sharing all the information. Perhaps when we get to the next step of the nonprofit, you'll come back and visit us. I would love to hear more success stories from you.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Addicted to God Ministries distributes food multiple times per week to individuals and families in need throughout the community. Outreach initiatives include community feeding events, support for struggling families, and assistance for individuals transforming out of addiction or homelessness. They are seeking community partners, donors, and monthly sponsors to help expand services. You need more information about them? Look them up on the web, addictedtogodministries.com, or give them a call at 786-344-1846. If you enjoyed that episode of Polk Place, I invite you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and even check out the next one.